Never Hip and Lame podcast.
Real shit, that's the real life. Type of shit that make a nigga wanna drop the mic. When all the ones you love in the cell or a casket, shit make a nigga wanna
I did that on purpose, but I didn't know where that was going. I didn't know where that was going.
Rap politics, I love the game, but I'm not in love with all of it. Rap politics, I'm losing interest, but I got...
And we are back, another episode of Never Hip and Lame podcast. I'm your host, Tristan Tarantino. Got my brother Draymond, peace and happiness behind the lens. We got our first guest of the year, Nate Bone, in the building with us today. Decided to stop through. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Nah, so we're going to get into some of these topics first. And I know especially if you've been paying attention, especially how the world of rap has been changing, the internet has been used a lot lately against y'all. And I know, Nate, with you aspiring to be in this game and also be a part of it, I don't know if you're aware of it, but you obviously the G Herbo case and then Casanova. And then last night on Clubhouse, there was a big discussion about DJ Akademiks' role as far as a lot of these beef and a lot of these police accusations, specifically 6ix9ine and his role to play in it. And I guess before we really just get into that, as somebody who is in this rap game, do you change how you move, or has it always been something in you to just always be low key or always just stay to yourself?
Yeah, I always been a low key type of dude anyway. So now that I'm rapping, I just take it into the music. Like, I don't be with a lot of people. I be with the same people. I don't really mess with a lot of people for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I stay to myself for real, and I ain't pressed for a name. I ain't doing extra wild stuff, you know what I'm saying, to be seen, you know what I mean? So yeah, I've been low key for real.
Because I think the biggest thing, and I know all of us always talk about it, is I can't never blame DJ Akademiks for his role specifically, because a lot of times it's the labels, it's these people's managers or whoever, and they can't.
Well, you don't have to take all the information you get.
I mean, but a lot of times he's being paid to do it. Ain't like he's just saying I'm gonna post like this. He's been on record saying as some artists I'm not gonna.
I remember the reason why DJ Akademiks is even hot is because he used to do that war on
Warren Chirac.
Warren Chirac.
That was just all fuck
Fuck
shit.
yeah. That's all he did.
I mean, straight fuck shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
But ever since the Warren Chirac, and you bring up a good point, and Dre, if you're saying Warren Chirac, then that shit was just doing it for nut ass shit and clout. But anything after that, it's been $1 behind.
But now that question,
been a lot of fuck shit.
That
question's your manhood at that time. Like, you really want all this information and clout just to get money, and knowing this shit ain't gonna do nothing but hurt motherfuckers.
I mean, but so what's different from him doing what the news does or what a Wendy Williams does?
Wendy Williams doesn't. Well, the difference is it's not like affecting people as quickly as it is with 6ix9ine.
You think?
I know.
No, I wouldn't roll with that, because Shade Room do the same shit.
Shade Room just post with everything, what everybody else knows. No, half of the stuff
is messy.
But you still have publications that do the same thing. We're just saying because Akademiks is the person
personal.
who does it with, but those are personal relationships that he has with those people.
You can't be playing that 6ix9ine shit, because he could get shot up off that shit.
So then,
honestly,
I guess then you get mad at him for being as you would say, an internet nigga in street shit versus him reporting on street shit. Because everybody report on street shit.
Yeah.
It's just the simple fact that he's in the lens of, I sat down with this nigga. I went with him.
And he thinks it's funny, though.
I mean, most internet niggas do.
Yeah, until he get clapped.
What happened to you? That's what happened to you.
Until he get clapped, then he'll stop.
Niggas that don't come from the hood, they look at that shit like the zoo. Until they always want to go there till the lion bite their ass, and they be mad as shit. That's exactly what happened. So, I mean, I can't never be mad
his whole goddamn
I can't be mad at him for doing. I can be mad at him for playing both sides, especially with the 6ix9ine shit. Like, that part I know he plays a direct line.
That's why Joe was trying to tell him, stop playing that shit, dog, because that shit, bro, it will get you clapped. Eventually it's gonna happen. I don't wish it on nobody, but eventually one person's gonna be like, I don't give a fuck, and just handle it.
I feel like they gotta start checking the background on these type of dudes that they put in these positions to narrate what's going on for everybody, especially the youth. Because I mean, I don't know Akademiks personally, but I'm just saying, like, he do a lot of corny shit, a lot of fuck shit, like the real genuine people with common sense wouldn't do. Like, he just, like, you know what I mean? Like, he just
lack of common sense.
Yeah, just like it's like a lot of stupid stuff. Like, he push a lot of bullshit on us.
I wouldn't say it's common sense, but it is a lack of discretion. It's more like a lack of understanding what you're saying and how it's being put out there, especially with the war in Chirac. Like, I think his relationship directly with the city of Chicago is really why a lot of people in the industry have a problem with him, because he literally had no problem reporting on a lot of them niggas' trauma.
Right, like it was a video game or something.
Like,
true, bro.
so I think when
All
you
in his mama
so
basement.
when you think about how that's wild too.
He getting all
basement in
all
Hoboken,
his
like
mama
you crazy. So it's like, Hoboken, Jersey, you just doing nut ass shit like that. But if you really think about it, again, it's then you say, okay, now us as a public, how else did he get here? Because we accepted that shit. We ran to it and we was a business. So that's why I say it's not common. It's not lack of common sense, because he knew how to monetize. He knew how to flip it.
He got a whole TV show from sitting in his basement. Nigga, why hasn't that happened to me? What the fuck?
You want to start playing that game?
No, but
All right.
damn, what the fuck, nigga? That's ridiculous, bro.
It's not. Niggas just know how to monetize off people paying. They've been doing it since the dawn of time. And that's really what it is. So now you beg to differ who's really at fault. Person who narrates on it or the people who's doing it. Because, listen, if there was no cameras, no cell phones, no nothing, niggas still going to move how they move. Niggas still going to get touched.
You can blame both. I can blame both. It's 50-50.
You can blame both, yeah. I just put more emphasis on the nigga. Honestly, in that whole argument, and 21 said it the best. He was like, I blame the niggas that send it to him. I'll never blame a nigga who's doing it because that's his nature, and I never blame Akademiks because he getting paid to do it. He said, I blame the middle people. I blame the people that we don't recognize in the
Question,
situation.
do you think it's his nature, though?
Who?
The Akademiks. Just
No, he's making a business on it. The nature would be the niggas that are doing the touching, that are doing the street shit while around it. Like, for example, when 6ix9ine thought it was cool to hit a nigga right in broad daylight in Times Square in Quad Studios. I don't get how the fuck you thought that was gonna work in New York City.
He thought he was pop. He thought niggas wasn't gonna touch him.
Nigga had to take a whole train on him, so because they shut all that shit down. You just don't do certain shit in certain areas. But
Quad Studio. Wow.
yeah, but honestly though, I guess for me, just to wrap it up, I feel like it's always gonna be a lane, like you said, Nate, for niggas that just do it, and we just gotta start checking who's able to report on it.
Yeah, man.
That's the only way I see out of it.
But you can't police niggas because niggas gonna say what they want to say. At the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
day. So it's like,
no, I get what you're saying. You can't house niggas, but I don't know. We just gotta start watching who we put in these spots, man. Cause some of these dudes, they mind ain't even right, man. They just doing anything. They don't understand the seriousness of certain stuff.
clout chasing, bro.
And if
it's
we
a
being
dangerous game, bro. I tell people this all the time.
And if we being honest, because Nate, you brought up a good point. Like, Akademiks not even the most egregious out of any of them. It's Vlad.
Oh my God!
Like Vlad,
Yeah, Vlad is wicked.
He's the most egregious one.
Yeah,
like
Vlad
they
is
literally
just
use his shit in the court. Like I never forget, it was before the Migos, and this ain't got nothing to do with Vlad, but this is when I knew like publications can be used against you. It was when the Migos. I don't know if y'all remember when Noisia used to do those documentaries in different cities about the music.
White boy with the white boy and they slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I don't know if y'all remember, Migos did that shit twice. When they did it the first time, they gave them niggas like literally a tour around East Atlanta and all that shit. And the judge literally used that footage to lock them niggas the fuck up.
Wait, do you remember the 21 Savage jump?
Yes, I beat the fuck out one of these niggas. And literally, that's why. Because they took that footage and used that shit in his court in their court case. That's why I think, if I'm not mistaken, Offset was the last one that could get to come home from that shit. Because Quavo got out, and I want to say Takeoff just got out a little bit after. But if I remember it correctly, I want to say Offset was the last one, and that was because of it. And it was because of that. So when they did it the second time on Noisia, they literally kept that shit to the studio and said, y'all can't see nothing else. Because they used that shit against them.
I never forget the meme where they was slapping White Cuz. Oh my God. That joint, you know what I'm talking about. That joint was hilarious. Yeah, glasses on. Smacked his whole glasses off, bro. That joint geeked the fuck.
But it goes back to the point where you don't have to show everything. Right. You can literally have these people come into your world and say, okay, I know how niggas is moving. I'm not going to say anything. It's like, I don't know what it is, but when niggas get on Vlad, it's like they just want to snitch on themselves. Yeah. Like they just want to tell niggas like what the fuck they did.
He be asking them questions to make you answer it, bro. He really does.
Vlad good at what he do.
Vlad's very good at what he do. But you got to understand that shit. Like, okay, you get the first 3 niggas. All right, cool, I understand. But that 4th nigga, I'm going to be looking at you like, bro, you see the writing on the wall.
His wordplay is very, very funny, bro.
I like Vlad because of the guests that he get. He get a lot of good guests on this.
Back in the day, it was tough. But now it's just like he's literally losing clickbait.
Nah, it's still.
No.
It's the same. It's also the same because he uses that investigation type of questions. Basically, like he's an interrogator.
Yeah.
He's getting all this information from you, which it does work, and niggas feel comfortable because he does have that platform. But at the same time, just like Nate said, we really do have to find some kind of like criteria to have people actually speak on
But how do you weed that out? Because again, like my man say, niggas gonna be niggas. At the end of the day,
you got to pick. Honestly, you got to start picking from the other side. You got to start picking the niggas that understand. No, you got to start picking the niggas that understand that side and just know not to ask or report or say those things. For example, Joe Budden will sit there and say, "I say about the situation, I'm not gonna speak on it." Like you just have to have a nigga that understands me speaking on it, sheds light on stuff. And it causes niggas to look, and it causes people to search. And when that happens, it literally gets boosted up to the top.
Never Hip a Lame podcast.